Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're well. Let's talk marriage. Now, marriage is very magical and exciting for most people. So, you've met someone. There's butterflies, fun times, passion, madly in love, lust, infatuation. The sex is great. Everything's fantastic. 2 months down the line, you've met your soulmate, the love of your life. Everything's absolutely fantastic. They can't do no wrong. You just can't believe you've met someone like that. Where have you been all my life? He said. But, proposal. Would you marry me? Oh yes. Now guys, that's the fun part. The real part. When it comes to marriage, there's a few things you got to discuss. Because I can tell you one thing. If you don't discuss some of these things, marriage is a different thing. Even long-term relationships, when you're sharing a house together, it's a different ball game. And if you get it right, you got a chance. If you don't, it's proven very recently, you've seen a lot of divorces and some of the conflicts we're going to discuss. The things that you need to discuss with your partner, first and foremost, is discuss how you're going to share your bills. Because believe you me, when the bills coming through, it's going to be hard work. There's going to be arguments when the money's not coming in and you can't pay your bills. If you organize yourself in advance, you got a chance. Parenting style. How are you going to parent your kids? If one parent is parenting a certain way and the other is doing something else, there's going to be conflict, and that can break you, believe you me. Credit. Doing a credit check. Do they have any debts? Again, that's a problem, because whilst everything else was going fantastic, you get married, you find out they were in debt, the bailiffs are knocking on the door, you're like, why didn't you tell me? That's a problem. So make sure, credit check on them, make sure they don't have any debts, because you know if you have debts, you're going into a relationship, bailiffs or money issues, it's going to create conflict. Religion. As you know, a lot of the fights in the world are based on religion and beliefs. So make sure you both on the same page when it comes to religious beliefs, because that could be a problem. How you deal with your families, family members, conflicts, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law. How do you deal with the family? Do you separate yourself from the family? Do you work together if there's a problem? That's an issue. What beliefs you instill in your children? Children are very important when it comes to marriage. If you get it wrong, it's going to create a massive problem when it comes to your parenting, and you're going to end up arguing about certain things that you didn't think you would argue about. Discuss children. Childhood trauma. I said this before on the channel. Healing is a journey before you even get married, because if you coming into a relationship or marriage with traumas that you haven't healed, There's going to be things your partner is going to do that's going to lift them wounds and create problems for you. And unsolved problems will lead to breakup. Sexual expectations. Need to discuss it. One might be crazy about sex, one might not be. Gotta discuss that. When there's problem, where there's conflict, one is not giving sex, the other one is getting frustrated, cheating is involved. Before you know it, you're breaking up. Partner expectations. What do you expect from your partner? How do you expect them to come? The respect they have for you, the values they have for you. How do you want them to lead in the relationship? Because you're both leaders. What's your part and what's their part? So you both know where you stand, so there's no problems when it comes to decision making, because that could create problems. Financial expectations. Are you both working? Is one going to be working, one staying at home? Stay at home dad, stay at home mum. Need to discuss, because that can create massive problems. Family health history. It's a big one, and I've seen it for myself. When there is genetic illness or autism, ADHD, there's a chance that cancer runs in the family. There's so many ways. Discuss health history, so you know what you're signing up for. I'm not saying that it has to be a deep thing, but discuss it so you know what you're dealing with if anything happens. Okay? Because one day you end up with a child that's got ADHD, and you start resenting your partner for not telling you that her dad or her granddad had, or his or her grandparents had ADHD, and all of a sudden you got crazy kids. Gotta discuss, so you're prepared. Mental health history. Very similar. Discuss it. Because if you come from a crazy family that's hectic, there's mental health problems, discuss it, embrace it, so you know how to deal with it. Bucket list. This is also very important, guys, because you cannot come into a marriage where you still want to go to rock concerts, you want to travel the world, you want to go skinny dipping, you want to go to Ibiza. Need to discuss, guys, because if you don't, you both stuck in a relationship where you're not doing any of these bucket list. One person's going to resent the other, you're both going to resent each other for not doing those things. So maybe even before you have kids or anything else, I've seen a lot of couples do that, where they travel the world for just the two of them, enjoy that life. They travel a different country, they do the bucket list before they have kids and bills. They get that out of the way, fulfill their needs, and then they settle. So that's a good plan. Dream home. Where do you want to live? Same country, different country, next to families. You gotta discuss it, because if you live close to one person's family and the other one feels isolated, it can create problems. You could find a distance for both that can work for both, where there's a fine balance. Or in some religious families, your partner comes and live with your family. That could create problems. So you got to discuss dream home. How do you want to live your life? If you want to live in the sticks, in a farmhouse, got to discuss. You both got to be on site. careers and education. One might be wanted to be a doctor, one wanted to be a solicitor. Discuss it, how you go about it, the time you're gonna have to spend away from each other. When you have kids, whose career is more important? Who's willing to, like I say, a stay-at-home parent, whilst the other person's the main breadwinner? You've got to discuss these things, guys. It's so important. So you both know you want the best for each other, and you know where you're going on your journey. Political views, very important. Labour, Conservative, UKIP, there's so many of them. What's your beliefs? Is it a belief that you can work around it? It's not going to create conflict. Got to discuss. And whatever else come to mind, you got to discuss them. Like I said, guys, it's all very good to have I've met you, the love of your life. The honeymoon period is exciting. 6 months of honeymoon period, an amazing time. When it comes to marriage, it's a different ball game. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you write your list down. Make sure you check them, so you know you're going into a battle that you both gonna stand up for each other and win the war. If not, you'll be signing divorce papers just as fast as you fell in love. Much love, guys. It's time to grow. Bless.